I would tell you he wouldn't be the GOAT. How are you going to be the GOAT? Because you talk about the movie Cars, right? You talk about the movie Cars, right? I mean, when you talk about Strip the King Weathers and Lightning McQueen, they're both tied with 7 Piston Cups. Strip Weathers, you've got about him?
McQueen is the undisputable true GOAT of the Cars universe. Do not lie, Steven. Lightning is the greatest. Hands down, period. Oh, shoot. Looks like we're getting a call.
Mack, it is you who is wrong. Strip Weathers is absolutely, unfathomably, the greatest racer of all time. Strip Weathers is the most complete racer on and off the track. He is the undisputed GOAT.
You know how many World Grand Prix championships McQueen has? 4. How many Strip Weathers completed in? 0. You know what? I've had it with you. McQueen is the undisputable, most accomplished, true GOAT of cars. I'm hanging up this call.
Man, you're a young man. What about Fast and Furious? You watched that movie?
Yeah, Fast and Furious. Good film.
Did you like? Which one did you like better, 5, 6, or 7? What I'm saying to you is, I think you picked the right one because I liked 5 a lot. I really, really did. My point is, if you're gonna argue with me about something, how about it not be an animated movie like Cars? How about it be something like Fast and Furious? I would have appreciated the question better.
Now that awful conversation is done, we have one more topic of discussion here today on Mack's Takes. Which Fast and Furious movie is the greatest? What's this? Oh, looks like we're getting another call.
Fast and Furious 7 is the greatest fast movie of all time, Mack.
Not this fucker again!
Mack, you really have to hear me out on this one. Fast 7 is truly the greatest Fast and Furious movie of all time. I don't think you understand the level of sophistication this movie comes with. The ending is the most emotionally satisfying of all the movies and truly should have been what ended the franchise.
Alright, I do agree with the fact that this movie should have been the one to cap off the franchise. You are correct on that. But Trevor, we are talking about the GOAT, GOAT, Fast and Furious movie. Of course, I will give a RIP to Paul Walker, and it is truly tragic. He passed away in the making of the 7th film. But we can't just look at the ending. No. Or the emotions at play here. We have to look at the entirety of the movies. And that is why I am saying Fast 5 is the greatest Fast movie of all time. Fast 5 is absolutely everything a Fast and Furious movie should be about. It has the cars, the action, and everything about it is just perfect. Most notably, the heist.
I think we are forgetting that Fast 7 is where the Fast franchise was at its peak. The movie was the peak. Obviously, the plot being a spy movie, one could say it is Cars 2 done right. Although, no disrespect to Cars 2, it is an underrated Cars movie in my opinion, but that's just me. The plot to me is just perfect. You have Shaw with his revenge plot, and you have the family trying to stop him. You get this final battle in LA at the end of the movie, which is a perfect callback to the first Fast and Furious movie.
Oh, you want to go into the plot? Fast 5 was the transition from Fast being more known as street racing to plots with the family, and it was done beautifully. People talk about, sure, the Fast franchise movie used to be more about street racing and the plots related to that. But I don't think people realize how much this film does for the franchise as a whole. It upgrades the whole franchise. In this film, you still get emphasis on the cars in the movie. You have a Ford GT, the Dodge Chargers, in the bank heist, even in the end with the Koenigseggs. But the plot adds so much more, making it the best Fast movie. This movie is Ocean's 11, but cooler. The fact it set up the franchise on what it is today and still keeps the original elements about cars makes it the GOAT for me.
That is just incorrect, Mac. You see, while Fast 5 does beautifully emphasize the family, it doesn't do it to the same extent as Fast 7. Fast 7 gets everything right, the proper send-off, the stacked cast involved, and the see you again send-off. Do you forget that the send-off may have been the greatest ending in all of film history? Look at me. I got goosebumps, absolute chills running down my spine thinking of Charlie Puth and Wiz Khalifa absolutely cooking on this perfect masterpiece of a song. I know this song word for word, bar for bar still. It's been a long day without you, my friend.
Okay, now while you do have a great point with that proper send-off stuff, do not hit me with the perfect masterpiece of a song bullshit. Have you forgotten the absolutely incredible bars spit by the one and only, the king of Latin music, Don Omar? When I hear Danza Kuduro, me as an American, I can attest that my Spanish speaking skills are terrible. But when I hear Danza Kuduro come on, I become a fluent speaker. The ending is absolute perfection. With Brian and Mia getting away, Dawn and Elena finding love within the comfort of one another, Han and Giselle riding off to Tokyo, Roman and Tej living the lives of luxury, cars, and relaxation, and Rico and Tejo blowing all their money the way it should be spent, at a casino. When it comes to perfect endings, don't talk to me about that subject without bringing up Fast Five, because ain't nothing topping Don Omar and the crew.
Okay. But Mac, I think you are also disregarding the cast aspect as well right now. The Fast 7 cast and the character list is unbeatable. You got everyone in this movie. Brian, Mia, Dom, Letty, Roman, Tej, Luke, and plenty of others. They all combine to make the masterpiece that is the Fast 7 movie, while also introducing Mr. Nobody, making Deckard Shaw a key and integral piece to the franchise, characters that are still very important to this series. Fast 5 is high-key overrated in that regard. My man, it's literally just Caio Perico on guns blazing. As entertaining as Fast 5 is, all it shows me is a cool mission these guys do to get some money, but there's no important sentiment to the movie. I mean, hell, I've literally ran through the same things playing Michael DeSanta in GTA. Fast 5 is straight garbage compared to Fast 7. The plot is straight crime and running and with no coherent plot at all.
Are you okay, bro? Like, seriously, do you need some help? No coherent plot? My brother, Fast 5 is the Fast and Furious film of all time. We got the entire main cast, plus we get further explanations and emotional learning curves to their stories. We learn over the course of the film about the sentiments of finding love, trusting the people around you, and the most important sentiment of all, family. We learn how smart and calculated these guys are, able to steal over $11 million in cash and get away with it. We learn that The Rock is an actor with class and ain't just a WWE actor. I mean, a wrestler. And most importantly, we see a lot of cool cars, racing, and we get to see the most creative and innovative film of all time. Not to mention, once again, but Don Omar is the fucking man. Oi, 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 oi.
Alright, you know what, Mac? We've been going back and forth for a while now. I'm just gonna leave. This is pointless. You clearly do not appreciate greatness. All this talk about cars and Fast and Furious, I think we should settle this on the track.
You know what? I think you're right. Let's freaking do this. Lightning is not just a generational racer.
I did not know how to pronounce generation.
Generation.
Generation. All right, I think I got it.
And the See You Again send-off. Do you forget the send-off may have been the greatest ending in all of film history? Look at me. I got goosebumps. Absolute. I can't.
Did you not read it before?
No.
I was cackling. That was hilarious.
Okay.
That shit's hilarious.
I can't.
Not this fucker again.
Right?
Cool.
All right, I think we're good.
Not to mention other champions such as Daryl Carship, who had 3 piston cups on his own. Who was Lightning Race against? Fuck. Whoa, okay.